Hey, what's going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and today we're talking about iOS 26.3, the latest update from Apple coming to your devices in a matter of days now. This is actually a very important update. Even though it doesn't have a lot of new features and changes, it is still important. And with the release of iOS 26.3 to the public, then comes the time for the first betas of iOS 26.4, which will be an amazing update, the biggest update to iOS 26 to date. And that's actually really exciting. So in today's video, we're going to talk about iOS 26.3, and I will show you guys a few really important things that you need to do before you update your device to the new iOS 26.3. But first of all, let's talk about the release date for iOS 26.3. Well, it's Friday today, February the 6th, and I believe we're just 3 days away from the release of iOS 26.3 to the public. As you probably know, we're currently on the RC version, which was released a couple of days ago, and the 9th of February looks like the most likely date for the release of iOS 26.3 to the public. If you have been following the releases from Apple lately, they usually will release the bigger updates on a Monday, so this time around probably will be the exact same thing, and we could see iOS 26.3 released to the public on Monday, February the 9th, or maybe even on Tuesday, but Monday is most likely, and I wouldn't be surprised if we also see the first beta of iOS 26.4 later that week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, or early the next week, but most likely in February, like within a week or 10 days, we will also see the first beta of iOS 26.4, which is really exciting. And now let's talk about updating, where there are two different scenarios when it comes to updating to iOS 26.3, and I will explain each of those. So let's head on to the update section. So when you go here to the update page, if you're on iOS 26.3 betas and you have updated to the RC, this is what you will see right here. And this is the screen that you will also see when iOS 26.3 is released to the public, because if you have already installed the RC, you won't be getting an update right here, because installing the RC means that you already have the update that will be released to the public. So you're good to go. You don't need the public update. You already have it via the RC version that you have installed on your device. Now, if there is like a change and Apple releases a public release with a different build number, there is most likely then another update that will come to your device, and you will see it right here. But just in case, once it's released to the public, go here, check if there's an update. If not, then you're good to go. If there is, just go ahead and update from here. Now, if you're on the betas and you didn't install the RC, you will see the RC right now here. If you want to, you can go ahead and update, and I suggest you do that because it's the exact same update, so there's no need for you to wait the public release. But if you just don't want to install the RC but you want to install the public release, then just head on to the beta updates, turn them off right here, and then wait for the public release to show here and install it on your device. Now, if you're on iOS 26.2 or 26.2.1, then of course you will get the update here. You simply go ahead and update, and you're good to go. Now, the next important thing about these updates and things that you need to do is have enough free storage. As you can see right here, iOS 26.3, the RC version came in here at around 8 gigabytes. Now, this of course will be different on different devices, and will also be different based on which software you're currently in with your device, and basically it will show you different sizes in updates. But you need to have quite a lot of free storage. You know that iOS 26 actually from the beginning has required quite a lot of storage, and most of the time it requires double the storage of the size of the update to be able to install it. So make sure that you have at least like 10 to 12 free gigabytes of space on your device. You can do that by going to the general settings right here, then go to iPhone storage, and right here we'll see all the details regarding what is basically occupying the storage of your iPhone. You can go ahead and of course empty the recently deleted album, maybe check any like large video or something like that that you have, and free up storage. Now, if you don't want to do any of that, you can basically use a trick that I would use if I just like have not enough free storage on my device, I would delete any of the social media apps. Like you can see right here, Instagram and TikTok, they're both about 4 gigabytes. I can just go ahead, delete these from my device, update the device, and come back and reinstall the apps, and you're good to go. So find ways to make space on your iPhone. Again, you will probably need at least 10 gigabytes of free storage in order for the device to be able to update to iOS 26.3. Now, another thing I recommend you do is have enough battery on your device. If you just want to right away update to the new iOS 26.3, make sure you have enough battery, because your device won't allow you to update if you don't have enough battery on your iPhone. So make sure your battery is charged over 50% in order to be able to actually update right in the minute when this update comes out, or have your iPhone plugged in a charger. The next thing you want to do is make sure that you back up your iPhone, especially if you're updating from betas to iOS 26.3, or even if you like to update to betas. All the time, make sure that you have a fresh backup of your iPhone. Now, usually nothing will go wrong. If you have had an iPhone for a time, for like a few years maybe, or months, you know that updating an iPhone is actually very, very simple. It is smooth, it is quite a fast process, not that slow, and it actually will go right most likely every time. But just in case something goes wrong, you need to be prepared. The way to do that, always make sure that you have a backup of your data. Now you can do that through the iCloud backup from turning it on right here, or you can back up your iPhone to your computer or laptop, but always make sure that you have a fresh backup of your data before trying to update your device. And last but not least, let's talk about whether you should update or not to the new iOS 26.3. Well, I had this update on my device since beta 1, and that was back in December 2025, like about 2 months ago when the first beta was released by Apple, and I didn't actually have any major issues with this update. And I had it on my daily driver. The battery is quite good, it is okay, the performance is great, it's actually very smooth, very fast, the animations also are very smooth. So it is an update that I would recommend that you install on your device. You will see some little new features here and there, and of course a ton of improvements, especially in performance, and there will also be of course a ton of bug fixes and under the hood improvements that we don't see, but of course that Apple will add there. So yes, I recommend you update your device to the new iOS 26.3. So that's basically it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and you found it helpful. If you did, smash that like button, and of course subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys on the next one.